Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so today we're going to ask, what is triggering the separation? What's triggering the separation this week? So let's go ahead. We're going to try the Psychic Tarot deck for Divine Masculine, and we're going to use this, I forgot the name of this deck. Beautiful Creatures Tarot deck for the Divine Feminine. Please feel free to switch roles if you identify more so with the other side, as we are all the Divine Masculine, we're all the Divine Feminine. You can also take advice for both sides, okay? All right, so let's start. Let's figure out what is triggering separation in the relationship this week. Let's look at the Divine Masculine side first. What is triggering separation? What is triggering separation at this time? What's triggering separation at this time? Two cards. What's triggering separation? Yeah, interesting. So what's triggering separation is, of course, the Five of Wands. So there's some challenges, but we're gonna get some clarity on this one. So there's some obstacles and challenges that the Divine Masculine is going through right now. At the same time, with the Fool card, willing to take this challenge. So I love it. So the Divine Masculine willing to take a chance, take a risk on whatever this challenge is. But I'm curious as to what this is about. What is this about? Why is this here? Why is the Five of Wands here with the Fool card? Why is this here? Why is this here? What are these challenges, conflicts? What is this what's going on with Divine Masculine? What is triggering separation at this time? Why is this here? What does that have to do with? Oh, that's very interesting. So that's an interesting challenge. We got this the last time for Divine Masculine. I find that I need more of those. So we have playful. So that's interesting. So it's almost like they're learning to be more playful. I guess they're quite serious at this time. So that's a challenge for them, I guess. What else? What else? Why is this here? What's the challenges for the Divine Masculine? And they're asking me to go on to another deck too. Okay. I understand. I'll go the other deck. All right. Yeah, and they're coming out of this. This is like the Tower card. Okay, they're coming out of a clearing. Oh, that's why. All right. So this is what. So this is what they're telling me. So there was some challenges that happened, and it was a clearing that they went through. A tornado came in, right, and did a bunch of cleaning up, right. Maybe a lot of emotions came up. Maybe a lot of heartache came up. Maybe a lot of anger came up. Whatever it is, a lot of clearing came up. But they're coming out of this. And now they're trying to feel more playful, which is very interesting because, they just got out of a chapter of challenges. And so now they're trying to find their inner child playfulness again. I actually really relate to that, to be honest with you. But they're asking me to do this deck too. Okay, what's the challenges about? What exactly is triggering separation? What exactly are the challenges that are coming up for the Divine Masculine? What's the challenge? Why is this here? Why is Five of Wands here? Why? Ooh, that's interesting. So they're trying to get over these addictions. That's interesting. Okay. So that's interesting because it's reversed. So that means it's already happened. So these challenges and this Tower card that came through was to help them release some addictions, or made them realize they had certain addictions. That's interesting. Just curious as to What else do you want to say about addictions? What else do you want to say about that? What does this have to do with? What else do you want to say about addiction for the divine masculine? Why is this here? Why is addictions reversed? Yeah, summon is reversed, right? So it's like they're no longer gonna summon. They don't want to summon in whatever it is that they're addicted to. I guess they're not telling me what they're addicted to, but it's almost like they don't want to. It's like they're doing this instead of summon. They're doing the opposite now. Very interesting. What else? Is there anything else with this deck? What else? Anything else about challenges and what's triggering for the divine masculine? Anything else with this deck? What else is triggering? What else is... Oh, so we got this in the last one, forgetting self. Yep. So that was something else that their divine masculine is working on. So we got a confirmation. If you watched my other video, this was a big theme for the divine masculine. Okay, learning not to forget oneself, almost like I'm going to live for others. I don't care about myself. I'm not good enough. I don't love myself. I'm a piece of crap. Whatever it is the feeling was, forgetting about oneself is going to trigger separation, because you need self-love, right? You need to love yourself unconditionally first before getting into a healthy relationship, right? That's the template. Okay, let's look at the divine feminine. Sorry for that loud noise. Divine feminine, beautiful divine feminines. What is triggering separation on the divine feminine side? What is triggering? What is triggering separation on the divine feminine side? Two cards. Two cards. What is triggering separation on the divine feminine side? Two cards. Two cards. What is triggering? Oh, I love this. Is actually really nice, actually. So because it's funny, because what's happening with the divine feminine side is that they're not feeling that contentment, like see how she's sitting in the flowers and she's all like, oh, my life is so magical and so wonderful. I'm playing with the butterflies and I'm just draping myself in luxury here, right? It's reversed. So it's like, but this is great because now it's forcing the divine feminine to go on this spiritual quest, right? So divine feminine is now on this quest with her butterflies, of course, here. So the divine feminine is on their quest, and they have to do that by themselves, right? They really would be too distracted if they were in a relationship that would distract the whole relationship. Okay, so I mean the whole quest. So this Ten of Cups reversed, okay, is triggering the divine feminine to go on a spiritual quest. That's beautiful. Let's get a clarifier here. Why is this here? What does this have to do with? Why is Eight of Cups upright with the Ten of Cups reversed for what is triggering separation this week? All right, what do we got here? Oh, interesting. We got Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. So that's interesting. So it's almost like a release here, right? It's just almost like the divine feminine is learning to release something. Like, not holding on too tight, right? So the divine feminine was holding on to perhaps the relationship too tight or the divine masculine too tight. And so the spiritual quest is teaching them to let go or release release the grip, right? Release the grip energetically and in all other ways spiritually. Okay, so let's also grab, I'm just interested, let's grab with this deck. What else? What else is triggering separation? What else is this quest about? What is the divine feminine learning on this quest? What else is divine feminine learning on this quest? Yeah. Trying to get over this pain, right? So a lot of pain, divine feminine. And so trying to, obviously heal, right? Heal from this pain. So this is what's coming up for the divine feminine. based on, it doesn't have to be the relationship. It could be other things. It could be family issues. It could be stuff that's coming up from inner wounds from childhood, but some kind of pain is rising to the surface, which is great because that is how the divine feminine is healing it. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, so now let's go ahead and grab one more deck to see what else. We'll grab 3 cards each as to what else is triggering separation. We'll do 3 cards each. What else is triggering separation? What is triggering separation for the divine masculine side, please? What's triggering separation for the divine masculine side? 3 cards. What's triggering separation? One more. This is a big deck. All right, one more. Nope, they're telling me one more time. This is too big of a deck. We want a good shuffle here. We want a good shuffle. We want 3 cards. All right, that's better. That's better. 3 cards. What is triggering separation for the divine masculine? All right, so what's triggering separation? Okay, so we got child nature. Interesting. So, okay, so yeah, this is something that they might be learning. So beautiful divine masculine is learning something about nature. I don't know, like I'll give you an example. Like perhaps maybe some divine masculines were hunters, or I don't know, maybe for like game, or destroyed wildlife or plants or cut down trees. I don't know. I'm just giving examples. And maybe at this point they're coming to terms with something different. Like maybe they feel like they want to be more in harmony with nature in some way. Okay? So I know, like, if you think of the Native Americans here, they were hunters, but what they did first is that, like, it's almost like they prayed first and they asked the soul if it was okay before eating the animal for survival. So it was like, it's like that type of almost like honoring what they kill, almost like putting their soul in a place where they can let them know, what's right and what's wrong when it comes to nature. So I don't know. This came out as reverse, so you would probably know better than me, divine masculines, on what this means. But I'm getting, it's like honoring and revering nature in such a way that you never did before. Okay. And then we have exorcist, okay, and this is a fear of facing your own demons, which makes total sense to me. It's almost like you kind of numb to it at first, but then things start to come up and you can't ignore it. And all these emotions are coming to the surface: anger, sadness, the feelings of abandonment, jealousy, longing, things that you never felt before, right? And so it's like a fear of facing the demons. Okay, so you have to free yourself by healing it. Okay, doing the inner child work, doing the shadow work. This is stuff that I teach on if you're interested. Okay, and they call this the exorcist, and this is what is triggering separation at this time, because the divine masculine is still working on these. And then we have the hermit. Of course, this makes sense that this would trigger separation for their twin flame relationship, because and we got this in the last video too, is that the divine masculine feels like they need to be alone right now. Okay, they're seeking solitude. They're focusing on their inner life. Okay, they're trying to seek truth inside themselves. They're trying to gain oneness inside of themselves. Okay, and trying to come up with their own personal creativity in life. And that's pretty much what I'm getting when it comes to divine masculine and what is triggering separation at this time. All right, let's look at the divine feminine. What is triggering separation when it comes to the divine feminine side? 3 cards. What is triggering separation right now when it comes to the divine feminine? What is triggering separation, please? What is triggering separation for the divine feminine? What is... Ooh, all upright. I love it. So all good things happening. So the divine feminine, balancing out justice, compassion, managing the fear. So what I'm getting with this is the divine feminine is learning to be compassionate of all sides, but doing really well with this. Because that is divine feminine. That is being a balanced divine feminine, is being compassionate. And in these days, there is a lot of conflict. There's a lot of arguments. There's a lot of sides. Okay, a lot of separateness due to the sides, whether it be political, whether it be based on education, whether it be based on religion, all sorts of stuff, okay? And so the divine feminine learning to be fair, impartial, learning to be compassionate of all sides, doing really well with this, right? And this is what's needed to be a balanced divine feminine. Then we have goddess. I love it. The feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Yes, and this is upright. The divine feminine, what is triggering separation right now is the divine feminine is working on this, being a goddess, and is really doing well. What does that mean to be a goddess? Again, but that would be something you need to ask yourself. Like, what does it mean to be a goddess in your life? How to be sensual? How, like, does it, how to be sensual with your food, how to be sensual with your, it could be just with your, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you engage with people. It's just like loving your own life, loving the plants and loving nature, and whatever it means to you, right? Okay, and then we have engineer, ability to give creative energy, a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions for common dilemmas. Yes, so a lot of you are engineering your own lives. It's like you're coming up with solutions. This is upright as well, being the engineer, designing whatever it is that, whatever you feel needs to have some kind of fix, some kind of new way of doing things. You are figuring this out, and you have a talent for that, designing answers to your common dilemmas. So, but that is also, that would trigger separation, because there's a lot of work, right? Because how can you do all this while in you can't, right? Like, it's like you have to work on this first. Like, you need time, because when you're in a relationship, that takes a lot of time and space and a lot of diligence, and so it's hard to master all of this while in a relationship. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some messages. Let's start from let's get some messages. 2 cards. I am taking reversals now on these cards, which gives it a deeper meaning. Okay, so for the divine masculine, what do you want the divine feminine to know right now? Beautiful divine masculines, 2 cards. What would you like the divine feminine to know? 2 cards. Oops, that one didn't go so well. 2 cards. What does the divine masculine want their divine feminine to know? 2 cards. Oh, good, they're upright. I don't have to think too hard. All right, so divine masculine wanting to let their divine feminine know, your beauty still moves me. I love it. Your beauty still moves me, in case you didn't know. And then beautiful divine feminine, your divine masculine wants you to know, you've affected my life significantly. You've affected my life significantly. Woo! All right. Let's look at the divine feminine. What does the divine feminine want their divine masculine to know? 2 cards. What does the divine feminine want their divine masculine to know? 2 cards. 2 cards. 2 cards. What does the divine feminine want their divine masculine to know? Interesting. So we got, please don't take what happened personally. It's not you, it's me, but that came out reversed. So what I'm getting is that the divine feminine probably hold on, let me look at the other one. Yeah, and it was really me, not you. So both of these are reversed. So what I'm getting is the divine feminine, I think, feels the divine masculine is at fault. Because it was me and not you is reversed, and please don't take what happened personally. So it's almost like the divine feminine is letting the divine masculine know that, I kind of took it personally, and I think you're the one that did something wrong. Okay, but let's get a clarifier. Why is this here? Which deck do you want me to use? Why is this here? I'm gonna use this deck. Why is this here? Why is it really was you and not it really was me and not you, reversed with please don't take what happened personally. It's not you, it's me. Why is this here? Why is this here reversed? Why did this come out reversed for the divine feminine? Yeah. Obsession reversed. Yes. So again, it's almost like, okay, so what I'm getting is it's like the divine feminine feels like, like I have been obsessed over this relationship. I have put my heart and soul in this relationship, but the divine masculine has not. And they're not feeling the same way as me. And it really, it's very, what's the word I want to, it's very apparent. It's almost like the divine feminine saying it's very apparent that this is one way. and, and so you need to understand that you're the one that causes to happen. But as you can see, if you really look, what's really triggering this separation really has nothing to do with that. It's really the divine feminine really needs to be continue to work, because I think you guys are doing a really good job. Continue to be working on becoming a goddess, compassionate with all sides, and the engineer. Okay, being the engineer where you're really engineering your own lives. Okay, and what's really triggering the separation relationship is that the divine masculine is right now trying to face their own demons. Okay, they're being a hermit on purpose. They're going within to heal, and then also something to do with nature. It's like they're trying to honor all of nature. Okay, doesn't have to be specifically animals, just the environment, something to do with the environment, something to do with nature, the nature of something they're trying to make amends with, communicate with, be one with. Okay, and then also trying not to forget oneself. So this is why they are really trying hard to love themselves, and working on getting over this, whatever their addictions are. All right. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Thank you so much for all my new subscribers. I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye.